Hello, and welcome back to another episode of CR Bits. This episode, we're going to be talking about jargon jockeys. So, Usama, have you ever been in a meeting where somebody talks for 5 minutes, but you have no idea what they've just said?
Hello, McKenna. Hello, everyone. I have many times, and I think it's either that I was in the wrong meeting, which happens often, or I'm in a meeting listening to a jargon jockey.
Sticking with jargon jockeys, is it that they're trying to sound smarter than they really are?
Sometimes, but not necessarily. Like there are those that are trying to sound smarter, but they don't know the technology or the terminology that well. But then you, on the other side, you have engineers that really know the terminology and understand the science underneath it, but are unable to communicate their ideas and the terminology that they're using to the general audience in the room.
Can you give me an example of what you think a jargon jockey is?
Sure. I mean, in this day and age, because there's a lot of AI kind of projects and AI discussions, you get somebody talking about open weighted models or agentic RAG architecture or vector search. And all of those are just, you know, jargon.
Yeah, it just sounds like a mishmash of AI terms merged together.
Exactly. And if it's not explained in a meeting, and if it's not explained as how it relates to the meeting, how it relates to the problem, how it solves anything, it's just jargon.
So, how do you know if you've stepped into jargon territory?
Well, if you're physically with other people, it's easy because you're going to see their eyes glaze over. That's kind of one of the telltale signs. I was discussing things with Lori yesterday. I could see her eyes glaze over. And when I asked her, I said, "Hey, Lori, did I lose you?" She said, "Yep, you did like 10 minutes ago." However, if you're in a meeting where you can see people's faces, it's a little bit hard or a lot harder actually, because you probably have to ask, and hopefully they're willing to tell you that they need some terminology explained, or they would like you to connect the dots for how you got to your conclusions.
Let's say your intention isn't to be a jargon jockey. How do you go about fixing that?
I would say explain the terminology that you have and make sure that you're addressing the problem for which you're having the meeting, or how are you helping solve a problem that you're trying to address or a project that you're working on. I mean, basically, we say uh, try to understand the meeting that you're in and the people that you're with.
So, really, it's about being able to translate your engineering problem into a business problem.
Absolutely. And while we were recording this episode, the producer mentioned something that I've never heard before, which is knowledge into motion. And when we looked it up, it was exactly what we're talking about. And I think from now on, I want to apply it across the company. So, you as a listener, look up knowledge into motion and apply it in your meetings, apply it in your life, apply it for whenever you're trying to work with other teams. It will help you solve a lot of your existing communication problems and avoid being a jargon jockey.
I completely agree. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on CR Bits.